Before you marry a single mom. Outline of the book. Introduction. The rise of single motherhood and why more men are considering marrying single mothers. Why this book is necessary. Many men go into such relationships without fully understanding the reality. Chapter 1. Her child is her first love. A single mother's priority will always be her child. Unlike a traditional marriage where a wife is a man's primary partner, here you are marrying into a package deal. The emotional bond between a mother and her child and why it's unbreakable. Chapter 2. The unavoidable presence of the child's father. Even if they're no longer together, the biological father is still a factor in her life. Understanding the different dynamics. Some fathers are involved, some are absent, and some create tension. How to set healthy boundaries without being controlling. Chapter 3. Emotional and financial realities. She has been through struggles that changed her outlook on love, trust, and commitment. How her past experiences shape her expectations. The financial aspect. Raising a child is expensive, and you may need to step in financially. Chapter 4. The balancing act. Learning to love her and her child without feeling second place. Understanding that date nights, alone time, and romantic spontaneity will be limited. How to build a strong relationship with her child, not just her. Chapter 5. Handling conflict and external opinions. Dealing with judgment from family, friends, and society. Conflicts that arise due to co-parenting situations. Knowing when to stay and when to walk away if it's not working. Chapter 6. The rewards of marrying a single mom. The strength, resilience, and love she brings into a relationship. How being a stepfather or father figure can be fulfilling. What a man needs to do to make the relationship thrive. Conclusion. A final word on making an informed choice. The importance of self-awareness before committing. Introduction. In today's world, the number of single mothers is steadily rising. Whether due to divorce, separation, or personal choice, many women are raising children on their own. As a result, more men find themselves in relationships with single mothers, some by choice, others unexpectedly. While love can blossom in any circumstance, marrying a single mom comes with unique realities that many men overlook. This book is necessary because too many men step into such relationships without fully understanding what they are signing up for. They may assume that love is enough to make things work, only to find themselves unprepared for the dynamics of a blended family. Unlike a relationship with a woman without children, a single mom's priorities are already set. Her child comes first. This does not mean she will not love or value her partner, but it does mean that her decisions, time, and emotions will always be influenced by her role as a mother. Another crucial aspect many men underestimate is the presence of the child's biological father. Whether he is actively involved or absent, his existence will always be a factor in the relationship. Navigating this dynamic requires emotional maturity, patience, and a deep understanding of the situation. This book is not meant to discourage anyone from pursuing love with a single mother. Instead, it serves as a guide to help men make informed decisions. If you are considering marrying a single mom, you need to understand the challenges, responsibilities, and rewards that come with it. With the right mindset and approach, such a relationship can be deeply fulfilling. However, without preparation, it can also lead to frustration, resentment, and regret. Before you say "I do," take a moment to learn what truly awaits you. Chapter 1. Her child is her first love. 1. A single mother's priority will always be her child. The first and most important thing to understand before marrying a single mother is that her child comes first. This is not a choice she makes lightly, nor is it something that will change after marriage. It is a fundamental part of who she is. Unlike a woman without children, her love and attention are already divided. She has been responsible for another life, often making sacrifices that only a mother can understand. Every decision she makes revolves around what is best for her child, not just what is best for her relationship. This means that sometimes she may seem distant, unavailable, or overly cautious. It is not a sign that she does not love or care for her partner. It is simply the reality of her role as a mother. Any man who wants to marry a single mother must be ready to accept this fact. If you expect to always be the center of her attention, this relationship may not be for you. However, If you can embrace the reality that her love is shared between you and her child, then you are one step closer to making it work. 2. Unlike a traditional marriage where a wife is a man's primary partner, here you are marrying into a package deal. In most traditional marriages, the husband and wife build a life together, making each other the priority. When they have children, those children are an extension of their love and commitment. But when you marry a single mother, you are entering an already established family dynamic. This is what people mean when they say you are marrying a package deal. You are not just gaining a wife, you are also stepping into a role that involves her child. There will be moments when she has to put her child's needs before yours. There will be times when important decisions have to be made with her child in mind first. This can be a challenge for some men, especially those who are used to being the primary focus in a relationship. It takes emotional maturity, patience, and a deep understanding of what you are committing to. If you are not ready to love both the mother and the child, then you are not ready for this kind of marriage. Number 3, the emotional bond between a mother and her child and why it's unbreakable. The connection between a mother and her child is unlike any other relationship. It is built on years of nurturing, sacrifices, and unconditional love. No matter how much she loves her partner, no one can replace the bond she has with her child. This bond is unbreakable because she has been there for her child in ways that no one else has. She has been their protector, provider, and emotional support. In many cases, she has had to play both the role of mother and father, making her even more protective of her child's well-being. As a man considering marriage to a single mother, you must respect and appreciate this bond. It is not something you should try to compete with or challenge. Instead, the best thing you can do is embrace it and find your place within the family dynamic. When a man loves and respects both the mother and the child, the relationship has a far greater chance of thriving. Chapter 2. The unavoidable presence of the child's father. Even if they're no longer together, the biological father is still a factor in her life. No matter how much love exists between you and a single mother, one thing remains certain: the biological father of her child will always be a presence in some way. Whether he is actively involved or completely absent, his existence plays a role in her life and, by extension, in yours. It is natural to want to build something new with her, but it is also important to understand that she has a past that cannot simply be erased. If the father is active in the child's life, there will be co-parenting decisions, visitations, and moments where they have to communicate. Even if they are no longer emotionally connected, their shared responsibility as parents will always bind them together in some way. If the father is not involved, this does not mean he is forgotten. Some single mothers carry emotional wounds from the past, whether it is unresolved pain, disappointment, or even guilt over how the relationship ended. As her partner, you must be prepared for the reality that she may still process emotions related to him, even if she no longer wants him in her life. 2. Understanding the different dynamics. Some fathers are involved, some are absent, and some create tension. Not all situations involving a child's father are the same. There are different types of relationships that single mothers may have with their child's father, and understanding these dynamics will help you navigate your role with wisdom. The involved father. Some biological fathers play an active role in their child's life, regularly visiting, contributing financially, and being present for important moments. This can be a positive situation when handled maturely, but it also requires patience. You must be prepared for moments where she has to communicate with him about parenting matters. The absent father. Some fathers walk away from their children, either by choice or by circumstances beyond their control. While this may seem like a situation with fewer complications, it can still affect your relationship. A child without a present father may struggle emotionally, and a single mother may carry deep feelings about raising a child alone. The disruptive father. Some fathers refuse to let go, interfering in the mother's new relationship or causing unnecessary drama. They may attempt to control her through their shared child or create tension whenever a new man enters the picture. If this is the case, you must be prepared for potential conflicts and learn how to handle them wisely. Every situation is different, but knowing what type of relationship exists between her and the child's father will help you manage expectations and avoid unnecessary frustration. 3. How to set healthy boundaries without being controlling. Setting boundaries is one of the most important aspects of navigating a relationship with a single mother. You need to find a balance between respecting her role as a mother and ensuring that you are not allowing another man to have an unhealthy influence over your relationship. Here are a few ways to set healthy boundaries. Communicate openly. Have honest conversations with her about her relationship with the child's father. Understand what level of involvement he has and express your concerns if necessary. Respect their co-parenting relationship. If they are actively co-parenting, do not try to control their communication. Trust that she is setting boundaries and acting in the best interest of her child. Know when to speak up. If the biological father is overstepping his boundaries or disrespecting your relationship, discuss it calmly with your partner. It is important to express how you feel without making her feel like she has to choose between you and her child's well-being. Stay in your lane. Your role is to support her, not to replace the father or take control of the situation. Unless you are invited into parenting decisions, allow her to handle matters involving the father directly. By setting clear and respectful boundaries, you ensure that your relationship remains strong while allowing her to maintain the co-parenting relationship in a way that benefits her child. Chapter 3. Emotional and Financial Realities. 1. She has been through struggles that changed her outlook on love, trust, and commitment. A single mother is not the same woman she was before she had a child. Her experiences have shaped her, making her wiser, stronger, and in some cases, more guarded. She has faced challenges that many women in traditional relationships may not have encountered. Whether she has dealt with heartbreak, abandonment, or the responsibility of raising a child alone, these struggles have changed the way she sees love, trust, and commitment. She may be more cautious when it comes to relationships. Unlike someone without children, she is not just thinking about herself, she is thinking about her child's future as well. She cannot afford to make reckless emotional decisions. This means that she may take longer to open up, trust again, and fully commit to someone new. As a man in her life, you need to understand that her past struggles are not about you. If she is hesitant, distant, or slow to trust, it is because she has learned to protect herself and her child. The best thing you can do is be patient, consistent, and show her through your actions that she can rely on you. 2. How her past experiences shape her expectations. A single mother is not looking for the same things in a relationship as a woman without children. Her priorities are different because she has already experienced certain realities. If she has been let down before, she will be more aware of red flags and may set higher standards for what she expects in a partner. Some men may see this as being too picky or difficult, but the truth is, she has learned from experience. She knows what does not work, and she is not willing to repeat the same mistakes. She is looking for stability, reliability, and a man who can genuinely fit into her life without causing unnecessary stress. Her past may also influence how she expresses love. If she was hurt before, she may struggle with emotional vulnerability. If she had to be independent for a long time, she may find it hard to rely on someone else. These are things that you need to be aware of so that you do not take them personally. Understanding her perspective will help you approach the relationship with patience and maturity. 3. The financial aspect. Raising a child is expensive, and you may need to step in financially. One reality that many men do not think about when dating a single mother is the financial responsibility that comes with it. Raising a child is expensive. Food, school fees, clothes, medical bills, and extracurricular activities all require money. Even if she is financially stable, there will be times when expenses are overwhelming. This does not mean that she is looking for a man to provide for her and her child. However, if you are planning to marry her, you must be prepared for the fact that finances will play a role in your relationship. Whether it is small contributions or bigger commitments, being with a single mother often means stepping into a situation where financial responsibilities are shared. If you are unwilling or unable to accept this reality, you need to ask yourself if you are truly ready for this kind of relationship. A single mother is already carrying a heavy load. The last thing she needs is a partner who expects her to handle everything alone. If you love her, you must also be willing to support the life she has built with her child. Chapter 4. The Balancing Act. 1. Learning to love her and her child without feeling second place. One of the biggest challenges for men in relationships with single mothers is learning how to love her and her child without feeling like they are competing for attention. It is natural to want to be a priority in your partner's life, but when you marry a single mother, you have to understand that her love is already divided. This does not mean she loves you any less. It means that she has a responsibility that goes beyond romance. Her child depends on her emotionally, physically, and financially. Unlike a relationship where both partners can fully invest in each other without external distractions, a single mother has to balance her love life with parenting. The key is to change your mindset. Instead of seeing the child as competition, see them as part of the woman you love. The stronger your bond with her child, the stronger your relationship with her will be. Accept that there will be moments when she has to focus on being a mother first. If you can handle this with patience and understanding, she will appreciate you even more. 2. Understanding that alone time and romantic spontaneity will be limited. When dating a woman without children, it is easier to plan romantic getaways, late-night outings, or spontaneous adventures. However, with a single mother, these things require more planning. Her schedule revolves around her child's needs, from school activities to bedtime routines and doctor's appointments. This does not mean romance is impossible, but it will look different from what you may be used to. You have to be more flexible, understanding, and creative in how you nurture the relationship. She may not always be able to drop everything and focus on you, but she will appreciate thoughtful efforts that take her responsibilities into account. If you expect a relationship where your time together is unlimited and uninterrupted, this may not be the right kind of commitment for you. However, if you can adjust your expectations and appreciate the moments you do have, your bond will grow even stronger. 3. How to build a strong relationship with her child, not just her child. Loving a single mother also means forming a connection with her child. The stronger your relationship with her child, the smoother your journey together will be. If the child does not feel comfortable with you, it can create tension in your relationship with her. Here are some ways to build a bond with her child. Be patient. Do not rush the relationship. Let the child warm up to you at their own pace. Show genuine interest. Ask about their hobbies, school, and favorite activities. Show that you care beyond just being with their mother. Respect their bond. Never try to replace their biological father or force a connection. Be a supportive figure without overstepping boundaries. Include them in activities. Find fun ways to spend time together, whether it is watching a movie, playing games, or helping with schoolwork. The more effort you put into building a relationship with her child, the easier it will be to create a peaceful and happy home. A single mother wants a man who not only loves her, but also respects and cares for her child. If you can embrace that, your place in her life will be even more secure. Chapter 5. Handling conflict and external opinions. 1. Dealing with judgment from family, friends, and society. Marrying a single mother is not just a personal decision, it is one that comes with external opinions, some of which may not be supportive. Society often places unfair judgments on single mothers, and as her partner, you may find yourself facing criticism as well. Some family members or friends may question your decision. They may believe that you should be with someone who does not have children or that you are taking on a burden. You may also encounter people who assume that a single mother is looking for a provider rather than a genuine partner. These assumptions can be frustrating, but how you handle them will determine the strength of your relationship. The best approach is to stand firm in your decision. If you truly love her, the opinions of others should not dictate your happiness. Set clear boundaries with people who try to interfere and make it clear that your relationship is based on mutual love and respect, not outside approval. 2. Conflicts that arise due to co-parenting situations. One of the most common sources of tension in relationships with single mothers is co-parenting. If the child's father is still in the picture, there will be times when disagreements arise. These could be about visitation rights, parenting styles, financial support, or unexpected situations that require compromise. You may feel frustrated if you believe the biological father is overstepping his boundaries or not fulfilling his responsibilities. However, it's important to remember that co-parenting is a sensitive issue. Your role is not to take control of the situation, but to support your partner as she navigates it. To handle these conflicts effectively, let her take the lead. Unless she asks for your input, allow her to handle co-parenting discussions with her child's father. Communicate openly. If something bothers you, talk to her about it privately instead of reacting emotionally in the moment. Stay focused on the child's well-being. The ultimate goal of co-parenting is to create stability for the child. Even if there are conflicts, keeping the child's best interests in mind should always be the priority. Number 3, knowing when to stay and when to walk away if it's not working. Not every relationship is meant to last, and marrying a single mother is not for everyone. It requires patience, emotional maturity, and a willingness to embrace a unique family dynamic. If you find yourself constantly frustrated, feeling neglected, or unable to accept the realities of her life, it is important to be honest with yourself. Some signs that the relationship may not be the right fit include resentment towards her child. If you feel like you are competing for attention and struggling to accept that her child comes first, this relationship may not be for you. Unresolved conflicts with the child's father. If his presence causes ongoing stress and you cannot find a way to handle it, this may become a long-term issue. Lack of emotional connection. If she is too emotionally guarded due to past experiences and does not allow you to fully connect with her, the relationship may not be fulfilling. Walking away is never easy, but staying in a relationship that is not working can be even more damaging. If you truly love her and can accept the realities that come with being with a single mother, then commit fully. If not, it is better to step away with honesty rather than force something that is not meant to be. Chapter 6. The rewards of marrying a single mom. 1. The strength, resilience, and love she brings into a relationship. One of the greatest rewards of marrying a single mom is experiencing the strength, resilience, and love that she brings into the relationship. A woman who has raised a child on her own or managed co-parenting has been through challenges that required her to develop deep emotional strength. She has learned how to be independent, make sacrifices, and provide for her child without relying on anyone. This resilience translates into her relationship as well. She does not take love for granted because she understands the value of a supportive partner. If she chooses to be with you, it means she truly sees you as someone special. Single mothers are often deeply loyal and appreciative of a man who respects and loves them for who they are. Her love will be mature, intentional, and filled with a depth that comes from life experience. Unlike someone who may still be figuring out what they want, a single mother usually knows exactly what she is looking for in a partner and is willing to build something meaningful with the right person. Number 2. How being a stepfather or father figure can be fulfilling. Becoming a father figure, whether officially or through emotional connection, is one of the most fulfilling aspects of marrying a single mom. Many men fear stepping into this role, believing it is too much responsibility, but those who embrace it often find it deeply rewarding. You have the chance to positively influence a child's life. Whether you are actively involved in parenting or simply providing emotional support, your presence matters. Children look up to role models, and by being a loving and stable figure, you can help shape their future in ways you may not even realize. For men who have never had children of their own, this experience can open up a new kind of love and purpose. It teaches patience, selflessness, and the joy of nurturing a young life. Even if the child already has an active father, your presence can still bring stability, security, and a different kind of guidance. The relationship may take time to build, and trust will not develop overnight. But if you are patient and genuine, the bond you create can be one of the most meaningful relationships in your life. 3. What a man needs to do to make the relationship thrive. While marrying a single mother comes with challenges, it also presents an opportunity to build something strong and lasting. For the relationship to thrive, a man must be patient, understand that she has responsibilities and cannot always prioritize the relationship the way a woman without children might. Embrace the full package. Accept and love not just her, but also her child, knowing that they come as one unit. Provide emotional security. A single mother has often been through experiences that make her cautious. Show her through actions, not just words, that she can trust you. Respect her co-parenting situation. If the biological father is involved, be mature and avoid unnecessary conflicts. Your role is to support her, not control how she handles co-parenting. Communicate openly. Talk about your expectations, concerns, and feelings instead of bottling them up. Relationships with single mothers require clear and honest communication. Show up consistently. More than grand gestures, a single mother values consistency. Being reliable, showing up when you say you will, and proving your commitment daily are what truly matter. When a man approaches the relationship with the right mindset, the rewards of being with a single mother are immense. You are not just gaining a partner, you are becoming part of something bigger, a family. If you can handle the challenges, you will experience a love that is deep, loyal, and built on a strong foundation of mutual respect and understanding. Conclusion. A final word on making an informed choice. Marrying a single mother is not for everyone, and that is okay. It is a commitment that requires understanding, patience, and the ability to embrace a different kind of relationship dynamic. The love of a single mother is strong, but it comes with responsibilities that not every man is prepared to handle. This book was written to help you make an informed decision. If you are considering marriage with a single mother, you now understand the realities, the challenges, the adjustments, and the rewards. It is not about whether it is the right or wrong choice, but whether it is the right choice for you. If you enter this kind of relationship with unrealistic expectations, resentment and frustration may build over time. But if you go in fully prepared, understanding that her child is her first priority and that her past experiences shape who she is today, you will have a far greater chance of building a happy and lasting relationship. The importance of self-awareness before committing. Before making a lifelong commitment, take a step back and reflect on yourself. Are you emotionally ready for this journey? Can you embrace the reality of loving not just a woman, but also the child she brings into the relationship? Do you have the patience and maturity to handle the challenges that may arise? A strong relationship requires a strong foundation, and that foundation begins with self-awareness. If you recognize that you are capable of handling this responsibility with love and respect, then you are on the right path. But if you have doubts, it is better to acknowledge them now rather than later. Marriage should always be based on love, respect, and a clear understanding of what you are stepping into. When you marry a single mother, you are not just choosing a partner, you are choosing a family. If you are ready for that, then you will find a love that is loyal, deep, and incredibly fulfilling. Make your choice wisely, and if you choose to move forward, do so with a full heart and a clear mind.